Good afternoon, Jefferson hockey fans. We are coming to you on this bright, balmy Saturday afternoon from the comfy confines of the Big Ice Arena for your JV Lady Jaguars final hockey game of the 2025-2026 season, where joining me tonight, Jason Knutson, doing color commentary. They will be facing off against the Waconia Wildcats for the second time. So, Jay, as we wrap up the season, any sort of thoughts on how the JV squad has looked this year? Anything that stood out?
They've done quite well, and I think I've seen a lot of new players make a name for themselves coming up from the youth program, and then a lot of our returning players have really risen up as leaders in the group and everything, and guided the youngsters up. But overall, the team has played very well. The games have gotten stronger as the season's gone on, and we see better scoring as they've replayed the same opponents. Like tonight, we'll play Waconia here. We'll see how that game goes. But all in all, I think it's been a really well-developed season.
The Jags come into this game with a 10-10-4 record. The 4 ties really stand out to me, Jay. I know JV games don't always get an opportunity to go into OT, but I don't think we had maybe one tie all of last year. 4 just seems like a large number to me. Yep. So this game will determine a winning or losing season, or we get a 5th tie and we end up perfectly across the board.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they tried overtime at the last game on Thursday night.
But still ended up a tie.
So, yeah.
So taking the initial draw here, Taylor Keith. She, as I understand it, the JV captain this year. They don't have that on their sweater, but I think that's the designation. Taylor comes into the game here with 4 goals, 8 assists on the season for 12 points. We'll try to interject here when we get opportunities for the various goal and assist totals for the team that we've unofficially tracked throughout the season. But when we get a chance.
Some cases maybe more official than the official tracking.
Coming out of the zone, Waconia trying to break out. Turnover forced, but Waconia picks it up, exits the zone. They dump it in on net. I can't tell number-wise who we got in net here tonight, Jay. Looks like Bjorklund. She's had a strong season. She's got 6 wins against 4 losses. Again, I don't know how to score the ties for the goaltender, so we'll leave it there. And enters with a 91% save percentage, which is phenomenal, Jay.
She has really done well for this JV team. Come in a lot of good saves and when we really needed them.
Both goaltenders have played well this year. Delarwell, who we'll see if we see her yet today, but not getting the start. She comes in with a 3-6 record and a 86% save percentage, which is also really strong. So Jefferson cycling down low. Tyus in the corner, goes back to the blue line, but Lindman can't handle that. Comes all the way down. Waconia changing behind the play. Lindman picks it up, loses it though against the side of the net, and then turns it over under pressure.
A quick moving Waconia team there to get back and meet her behind the net.
A little bit of an unforced error, and here Waconia skates around a falling Jefferson player. I think that was Towie. First, tries to poke it out. Comes back, Feldman's clearing attempt. That's going to be held in. Waconia, though, can't get it down deep. Comes back to the blue line. Waconia, very patient, passing it around. They've got the only shot on net, but that was from the red line. I think that was their second shot there. Now the puck being batted around in the slot. Jefferson retrieves, gets it to Towie. Towie tries to get around the D, succeeds. Gets it deep. That allows Jefferson to change all 5, but that'll go for icing.
Close, but they were pinned down for quite a while. A good move by Towie to move that thing out and you get a change.
Jefferson looks a little sleepy here to start the game, Jay.
There was some discussion. Saturday afternoon games are sometimes starting out slow. I don't know why that is. You think they'd be up and ready to go, but...
And seeing as this is sort of the end of the season final game, nothing left to hold back for. And here's quick turnaround. Good save by Bjorklund. Unforced error again there by Jefferson, turning it over in their defensive zone. Led to a point-blank shot, but Bjorklund got a piece of that with her pad. Clearing attempt, that's held in. Another shot on net. Blocker save. All Waconia here to start this game.
A couple dangerous shots, and Bjorklund's been up for the task so far.
That puck comes loose, going to be poked ahead by Perry, just hit a skate. Second attempt, she succeeds in getting it deep. Waconia behind the net. But Perry on the good forecheck. She's pinned against the wall, but possessing it.
Perry's been a good player for us on the JV and has seen a couple of varsity games this year. She's got 7 goals on the season and 9 assists.
Yeah, I think what I see, Jay, is there was a balanced scoring all the way across the board here throughout the JV. Something we saw quite a bit of last year as well, but really a lot of depth, and I think that's helped the Jaguars be successful. Regardless of who's out there, they're able to put the puck in the net.
Good sign of an unselfish team as well.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
moving that puck around and giving opportunities to everybody.
Keith off the draw, wins it back to Schramm. Oh, Schramm, good shot on net. Howie got a tip there. We've seen several goals scored on plays like that, where shots from the blue line through traffic in front get a redirect or sneak through. Schramm, tried to load up another shot there, but just rolled off her stick. She recovers in time to throw it back in, but Waconia tries to break out. That hit a skate. Gets to center ice, dumped in deep. Marshall retrieves, goes around the net, looking for first. First, though, has it poked off her stick and dumped right back in. Schramm's going to retrieve. She's got Towie ahead, but she's got room to skate. She's going to take it herself. Gets across the red line, slides it deep. All 5 changing behind the play. First one off the bench is the aforementioned Perry. But Waconia gets it to the red line. It's their turn to dump it in. Lindman goes down low. Lindman coming off of a 2-point performance last game, I saw, Jay. Scored one of the goals and assisted on the other. She comes into tonight with 4 goals and 9 assists on the season. 13 points from the blue line. Pretty impressive. Waconia swings behind the net. Breakout attempt held in by Lindman. She backhands it into the crease, right to a Waconia defender, however. Waconia, second attempt. They get it across the blue line. He's back to Mendel. She can't handle that clean. Forced all the way back behind her net. Circles around. Her pass to Moore slips under her stick. Jefferson again changes. Jefferson yet to register a shot here, Jay. We're 5 minutes in. We might have jinxed them with our talk of going through like goals and assists, sapping the offense.
They're just keeping us interested, and this Waconia team's doing a really good job of passing the puck. They're getting open. They're moving that puck around.
And they're kind of they're playing somewhat conservative defensively. But they're doing a good job of just clogging up the middle. A lot of the Jefferson passes are hitting traffic. Another attempt there, but it ends up going deep. Waconia gets there first. Good pass off the wall. Clearing attempt, gets to the blue line. A 2-on-1 opportunity here, but way to jinx them. Reverse jinx, Jay. That pass went wide. Oh, but centering pass right in front, popped up. Ooh. That one we saw in the varsity game on Thursday, a goal scored where it popped over the goalie. That one, we're fortunate it came down in front.
Came forward, yeah. When your goalie loses sight of that above her sight line, that is dangerous.
Moore here patiently waits for her teammates to clear the zone. Now she carries in. She's got a little room to skate, but gets taken off the puck in the corner. Now she's got it back. Tried to center it, hit a skate. Puck thrown to the far side. Keith and Marshall there, but Waconia splits the D, gets it deep. Feldman is going to have to hustle here. She's under pressure, at least does enough to prevent the Waconia team from getting a break. Their shot hit the side of the net. Waconia dumps it down low. Marshall chases behind the net, but Waconia is possessing it. Good give and go from Waconia there. That shot sort of backhander rolled harmlessly on net. 3 Jags end up on the ground, but Bjorklund again keeps them out of the back of the net.
Continue to keep Bjorklund busy. And
now 6.5 minutes in here, Jay, and we've yet to register a shot.
A little surprising for this JV team. They have those good shooters out front.
We do not have face-off stats, but Tyus comes out. We've been bragging about her face-off abilities for 2 years. And, of course, then she loses it as soon as I say that. Point-blank range, 2 shots from Waconia. And Bjorklund again stymies Jefferson. You rarely see the first period timeout, Jay, but they need a wake-up call here.
Break the action here a little bit.
Let's see if Tyus can back up my claim of her face-off prowess here with a second attempt. She does win that. Back to the corner. Marshall's tied up, though, trying to get that loose. Still in the skates. Tyus gets it ahead to First. First ahead to Towie. Towie pokes it past. Let's see if she can cut to the net here, but she's under pressure. She's going to draw a penalty. Taken down from behind, and maybe that's what the doctor ordered, Jay, is a man advantage here with 8 minutes to go in period 1.
Give them a chance to show up their power play special teams. I'm sure the Waconia coaches are saying that was maybe an unnecessary penalty since she'd already lost control of the puck and it was sliding behind the net. But nonetheless, Jefferson will take it and give the advantage.
I recall that Towie scored a hat trick earlier this year, Jay, and I think ended up with like 5 goals in a 2-game span. Mm-hmm. She enters tonight with 12 goals on the season, second leading on the team, and 20 points total with 8 assists. She trails Megan DeVos, who's your leading goal scorer on the year. And she's got the puck now. She comes in with 14 goals and 8 assists. She drops it to Tyus. Tyus didn't quite get as much as she wanted on that shot, but on net, we'll get an offensive zone draw. So with both Tyus and DeVos out there, DeVos is going to take the face-off. She's going to try to win that to the far side wall. Ends up back in the corner. Moore pressures it. Tyus tries to get it in front. It goes off of Moore's skate. Moore gets shoved to the ground. Couldn't get a shot on, but Mendel tried to get it back to Moore. And that went off of
Schramm skates there.
Yeah, just Jefferson struggling just to click with their passing game here, Jay.
Yeah, Waconia clears it again, wasting precious seconds.
And another pass missed there. That went through DeVos. Tyus, though, with an aggressive forecheck. Schramm picks it up. She gets a short angle shot. I don't know if that hit the pipe or a blocker, but didn't go in the net. First digs it out from behind the net. Towie, fresh off the bench, but it comes back to the blue line. Mendel swings around with it. She's going to carry that in herself. She's going to get a shot on net. Oh, nope, that hit a shin guard. 50 seconds left in the power play. Towie dumps that in deep. Lindman gives chase. Keith's got it at the blue line, but lost control. And, good hold there. That was Perry covering at the blue line. Although I think on the power play, Jay, I have no idea who's playing what position at this point.
They've made a couple changes throughout the season.
You got D's playing forwards playing D. I'm all mixed up.
Oh, yeah. And we talked this team, too, has a lot of defense that need to rotate up to wing throughout the games just to kind of balance out the bench.
First digs it out of the corner. Her clearing attempt gets to Lindman. Lindman's pass hit traffic. Keith gets it ahead to Towie, but ends up getting dumped in. Jefferson, power play expires here. Jefferson did register their first 3 shots. Moore's got it. She's wedged against the boards in the corner. Tries to get it back to the blue line. Lindman's got it with a little bit of room. That shot wide of the net. Tyus, covered on the opposite side, just pokes it in deep. Moore picks it up again. Tries to get it to First. But here comes Waconia the other way. Room to skate. Forward pass connects. They're going to carry that across the blue line. Good back check there. DeVos breaks that up. Waconia throws it through the crease. No harm there. Moore trying to get it across the red line. She's got DeVos with her. Pokes it ahead. DeVos has got it. She's going to make a move. Oh, good stick check there by Waconia. Knock that puck free. Lindman pinches. Succeeds in holding it with DeVos. DeVos has Lindman with her. DeVos goes to the backhand. That shot save was loose in front, but Waconia clears it. They come back the other way. Feldman and Towie back. Waconia had Feldman spinning. Their shot, though, hit traffic. Finds Lindman. She gets held up at the blue line. Jefferson, 3 players on the puck. Towie dumps it in deep. Trying to just get a change here. Keith, aggressive forecheck along with Perry. That's going to be held in by Feldman. Feldman whiffs on that dump attempt, but held in regardless. Perry's got it. Goes back to Feldman. That shot wide of the net. Picked up in the corner by Waconia. Waconia forced back. Skate dangerously in front of their net, and they're going to ice that unless that's on net, which of course it will be.
Yep. Well played by Bjorklund not to stop that play, get him a chance to reset.
Marshall picks it up. Tries to find Towie, but Towie's standing still. She's going to ice it the other way, and we'll get a draw.
I'll take that. Jefferson's kind of picked it up since the penalty there.
A little bit, like they look a little faster, but they still don't look quite as crisp as we're accustomed to seeing yet, Jay. Tyus out to take this draw. She's with Moore and Perry. Moore's going to try to win this puck race. Oh, got bumped a little bit, was trying to split the D. Allie Moore comes into the game today with 9 goals, 11 assists, 20 points total. Turnover there in the neutral zone. Waconia skates in. Hard shot, glove save. Couldn't hold on to it, but Bjorklund with the initial save. Loose puck, cleared. Rings the boards, but that's going to be held in at the blue line. Perry gets taken down. Tyus gets taken down. Might need to get a between-period skate sharpening or something here too, Jay. Jefferson players hitting the ice at high frequency here.
They got the spark sharpener down there. They can certainly fire it up.
Another clearing attempt's going to be held in, but turned over. Marshall's going to carry it up. Marshall sort of came on as the season progressed, Jay. She's definitely shown vast improvement from the start to the end, especially offensively.
Mm-hmm. One of our young new players is kind of learning the high school way.
Marshall comes into tonight with 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points total. Battle on the sidewall. DeVos is going to pick that up, gets around the first Waconia defender, and then has the puck poked free. Towie waits for DeVos to get back across the blue line, tries to dump it in, ends up on DeVos' stick again. Again, a poke check. They must have scouted DeVos here. They know she's very skilled at stick handling around defensemen, but Waconia so far doing an excellent job of poke checking it free. Towie tries to make a move. That also hits a skate. Mendel tried to center that one all the way through. Keith back to Mendel, but I don't think Mendel was ready for that. Went all the way through the crease. Here comes Waconia the other way. Got Schramm and Moore back. Schramm forces Waconia wide. Keeps it in the corner. Waconia centering pass, though. Mendel a little lax there, covering the Waconia forecheck. Moore's going to try to get it clear. That hit a skate. Lost it in her skates for a minute. Now she's got it again. Gets it to Keith across the red line. Keith makes a move, gets clear. Oh, and then tried to get a shot. Had it roll off her stick. Had Perry on the back post. Thrown back to Schramm at the blue line. Schramm forced it, dump it deep. Perry's going to pick that up. Goes to Keith in the corner. Keith's got it. She tried to center. Hit a Waconia defender. Again, back to the blue line. Schramm's shot. That one hits traffic. Doesn't get through. More on the ground. Throws it towards the net.
Well done.
Keith picks that up. Centering pass. Moore's tied up, though. This line, good pressure so far. Held in again by Schramm. Finally cleared down from Waconia.
Schramm's looking for her first goal of the season yet, but with 6 assists, the way she holds the line and her hockey knowledge, she's certainly contributed to a lot of the scoring this year.
I was going to say that's probably the most outlier stat that we see on the JV page. I mean, for as much as Schramm has driven play in the offensive zone, she stick handles well, she's out there on the power play. The fact that she's yet to break through is a little surprising. She obviously scored last year, so not really looking for her first goal. Let's see if she can get the first one on the season today. That one, though, hit a shin guard, came right back to her. Ends up behind the net. Towie's going to wheel out, gets a shot, blocker saving in the corner. Tyus battling in front. Tyus, we give her a lot of credit, too, throughout this season and the last for setting up shop in the slot, playing big and strong there, taking abuse, but it works for her. Mm-hmm. Tyus enters tonight with 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points total. Jefferson in the midst of a change. Waconia skates up to center ice, meaning no restriction, but then we're bailed out by a sort of lackadaisical offsides. So we got only 17 seconds left in period 1. Score 0-0. Right now, Bjorklund, probably the star of the game. She's faced 9 shots, let none in. Jefferson's registered 5 after a slow start. 10 seconds left. Jefferson deep in their zone. Schramm's got it. Tries to get it ahead to Perry. That's going to be held in at the blue line. Dumped in deep. 3 seconds. Schramm just going to hold that behind the net. And that'll end period 1. A slow start for your Lady Jags here in the final game, Jay.
Yeah, slow start, no damage, thanks to Bjorklund, who, I mean, the first several shots that came in were pretty serious shots. And real dangerous, and she was up for a task. The team seemed to pick up a little bit of speed now. We'll see what this intermission brings for a little adjustment on the bench.
Waconia swapping out a couple players, or at least 2 leaving. I didn't see any new ones come on.
Yeah. I don't remember. We played Waconia about a month ago in Waconia, and I don't remember what their bench looked like at that time.
Or what their roster size is. Yeah, not sure. Could be an equipment issue, too, these two, because I see the one player who left seeking out a parent, probably asking, where's my stuff, as most of the us are familiar with, right? When we secretly hide their neck guard in the middle of the night, because that's what parents do.
Yeah.
Here comes a couple of different Waconia players in the other side door. Thanks, cameraman Kirk Krentz, for eye spying that for us. Any players we haven't hit yet for stats, Jay?
Yeah, we're getting close. I think I was going to mention Mendel. I believe she's been practicing with varsity a little bit, and
she's had a few
continue her season into the postseason with the varsity team. But as far as on the JV team, she's got 4 goals on the season and 7 assists. So
yeah, she's also been really good. The Blue Liners this year have done they've driven some offense. Like, they're very comfortable carrying the puck, entering the zone. And what's interesting to see, Jay, is, again, this team unselfish play when we see defensemen go down low, either carrying it in or sort of getting after a loose puck. The forwards do a good job of covering and allow that D to stay down there until, to see if the play develops.
Mm-hmm. Yep. A couple of off-ice things I got going on today, or we got going on today, I should say, is Hockey Fights Cancer. So cameraman and announcer John Rash is organizing that for very personal reasons. But all day today we have that going on for the JV, the varsity, and then boys tonight. Continuing that Hockey Fights Cancer fundraiser, recognition, chuck-a-puck stuff going on around here. Fans have an opportunity to write their loved ones on paper and display it during the game here.
I think they'll do that. You mentioned they do the chuck-a-puck. I'm assuming it's after period 2, right, with the resurfacing both games.
Yep.
And I think it's also period 2 when they have everybody hold up their signs, and because the varsity game being broadcast on BEC TV tonight.
Yep.
It'll still be live streamed on the YouTube channel here, so you can catch it at either spot.
Yes.
Otherwise, I think there's a Hockey Fights Cancer website, correct me if I'm wrong on that, Jay, where you can go if you're interested in donating.
Yep.
You can select a team that you can, donate sort of under. I think they maybe track fundraising efforts by community, but all obviously going to a good cause.
All to a good cause, yeah.
Second period puck drop. Moore battling for that. Keith off the draw. Comes back to Mendel. Mendel gets it up ahead to Moore, but she hits resistance. Second effort. Mendel gets it at least to the blue line. Waconia picks that up. Passes it near side wall. Gets through. No icing. And Waconia is going to win that puck race, but Schramm does a good job playing physical down there. Took a stick to the head, responded with a slash of her own. Same 2 players are going to chase into the corner. We'll see if this escalates, Jay. Puck thrown near the net, picked up by Mendel. Mendel, a bit of a drop pass, caught Schramm by surprise, but she gets it ahead to Perry. Perry can't get it out, though. And again, the same 2 battle. This time Schramm clears it. It's going to come down.
Off the boards there by Schramm.
Good job from Perry, at least deflecting that pass. Threw off the Waconia forward. She spotted Towie fresh off the bench. She's got Tyus with her. Towie's going to pick it up. Another good poke check by Waconia. Throws it back to the blue line. Schramm's got a ton of space. Didn't get as much on that. I think she was thrown off by a little by how much ice she had. Waconia comes down 3-on-2. Patiently sets up. Throws a short angle puck towards the net, but that hit traffic. Towie's going to get that. Oh, she gets taken down hard. Slow to get up again. No whistle there.
Looks like she's kind of looking for a penalty, but wasn't going to get one.
Waconia breaking out of their own zone. Banks one off the boards, but that's broken up there by Feldman.
Feldman.
Waconia dumps it in low. Feldman retrieves.
Another player we haven't mentioned yet. She's got 1 goal on the year and 6 assists.
Up the boards. That's tied up. Tyus and Moore fighting for it, but Waconia again comes away with it. Feldman in the smart play in the midst of a 4-player change. Only player left on the ice, and she throws it deep. Clearing attempt by Waconia. Hit Moore. Moore, good pass back to Lindman. Lindman's shot. I think that probably hit Perry in front. Good scoring opportunity there. Another turnover. DeVos throws that on. Sticked into the corner, but Perry's going to get there first. She makes a sharp cut behind the net. She's under pressure. Gets it back to the blue line. Lindman, shot. That gets through. That hit a pad. Feldman does a good job taking the body. Slows down the Waconia player. Lindman's got to be careful here. 1-on-3. Smartly throws it cross ice. Moore picks it up. Has a little trouble handling it at first. And then gets her stick lifted on a back check. Lindman through traffic. Held in. Oh, I thought she had that one. That was pretty close, Jay.
It was close. I think he was skating in. Lineman was skating in, but yeah. Well played.
Keith out there now with Towie in first. I don't know if we have first stats yet. Jay, what's first done on the season?
First stats, she's looking good. 8 goals on the season and 4 assists. And first is one that's good to be posted up in front of that net when the action's going on and quick to let loose on a shot.
I think we were talking earlier about the power play units too, Jay. I think on that, the one power play unit, they've had first playing the blue line, sort of quarterbacking that, probably to take advantage of her shot from up high as well.
Little solid senior veteran returning player there too to put her at a high spot like that.
Same 5 stays out for this offensive zone draw. Jefferson's still showing 5 shots in the net. That seems odd, Jay. I feel like they've had a few shots. Who might be asleep on the scoreboard down there.
They're just enjoying the game.
But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe none of them gotten through. I know we've attempted shots. There's one that's redirected on net. Keith with a good tip in front off the Feldman shot. Sort of popped it up, fell into the glove. We did get credit, so that's our first official shout-out period, too.
I think they can hear us up here. They keep an ear open for us.
Off the draw, mucked up in the circle. Waconia skates around the net. Dangerous pass through the slot, but finds center ice. Feldman, though, got that with a skate. Disrupted the play. Shot on net. Stick save. Rebound. Oh, Lindman just does enough to get a stick on it to sort of prevent the Waconia player from getting a clean rebound chance. Good pass ahead. Here comes first, all alone. Gets a shot. Oh, just off the tip of the glove. I think the back checker might have disrupted her shot a little bit with a stick.
She got a little bit on it.
Really good pass by Keith, the Springer. Feldman with an aggressive pinch here, but it gets by her. Waconia coming the other way. Lindman back. Oh, and Waconia's pass just misses. Lucky break there, too. Goes into the corner. Tyus fighting for it. Comes to Moore. Moore hits traffic. Loses it. Waconia at the center ice circle. Perry's struggling to get it to her stick, but so some soccer skills there, Jay. Kicked it ahead a couple times. Spun around. Tries to get it ahead to Lindman. Lindman clears it out to the neutral zone all the way back. Moore on the forecheck. Jefferson, though, in the midst of a change. Lindman's got it. She tries to go up the wall. It's probably going to be icing there.
Yeah. I feel like an even back and forth game here. Kind of surprising. Shots 6 for us, 10 for Waconia.
Yeah, we're talking a lot of offense just because that's the stats we have, Jay.
Yep.
We've spoken before about how many offensive shots, I guess the offensive pressure that Jefferson, the JV squad, has put on teams this year. It's rare for us to be, about almost halfway through the game with only 6 registered shots. We're accustomed to seeing 25 to 30 most games.
Yep.
I mean, I think even the last game Thursday against Holy Angels, I wasn't here, but I thought we outshot them, if I remember correctly, fairly substantially, correct?
Quite a bit, and certainly higher than 6 in the middle of the second period. Both teams, but yeah.
Waconia.
Is that the JV?
Cameraman Kurt
Yep.
Krenz
25
saying we had
first.
25 shots in the first period alone. Maybe we used up all our ammo. We're out here shooting blanks today.
36 total.
36 on the game. So, yeah, maybe spent all that offensive energy in period one and have slowed down ever since. Here comes Jefferson, though, rushing up the ice. Schramm carrying the puck with speed. Oh, got the puck around the first defender, but then got tripped up on her own stick there. DeVos has got it on the far side wall. This Waconia team's physical, I'm noticing, Jay. They not only with their sticks, but doing a good job of tying players up along the boards. And they're a bigger JV squad now that I'm looking at it, aren't they?
They definitely are. I was noticing that early on.
Yeah, so a definite size advantage with Waconia here. In the neutral.
Though, I mean, with Waconia, we've seen them at the period change. They're switching out players. So you know they're throwing some varsity players here, potentially. And for us to be able to keep up with them like this so far, I mean, that speaks highly to our team. Like, well-developed JV team.
I'm looking on the ice, though. I mean, across the board, all five seem taller than, like, our average height versus their average height. Even on the bench, they've got some taller players than we do.
Sure.
Doesn't always equate to anything, but
No, but
if the game's being played along the boards.
I think that's something a Jefferson family, a Bloomington family has often wondered throughout the years. We always seem to be.
Yes. Tiny.
I don't know what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why is that? We don't know.
Yeah.
Our opponents tend to be taller.
Too much organic food, Jay. We need more of those, like, artificial steroids mixed in with our chicken breasts and whatnot.
Red Bulls in the locker room?
Yeah. The draw's one back to the blue line by Keith. Shot there by Mendel. Hit traffic. Lindman tries to poke it in, but she's going to catch up. So maybe one of the downsides to having the larger roster, maybe not quite as speedy. Maybe that's where we'll have a competitive advantage there, Jay.
Mm-hmm. Well, you put Lindman out there, she's not going to let anyone beat her.
Jefferson clears it out. Waconia goes D to D. One touch pass, but that misses. Lindman goes off the boards, finds Towie. Towie dumps it in deep. We're now officially halfway through period two. Score still 0-0. Been a defensive game so far. Shots 10-6 in favor of Waconia. Here comes Waconia gliding through center ice and then ends up dumping it in. They go for a change. Lindman picks it up. Gets it, tries to get it ahead to Keith. It's going to clear the zone, that was Perry. Tyus up ice. Oh, Moore thought she'd pick that off, but it had gone across the blue line. We'll get a neutral zone face-off. Tyus takes that draw, gets tied up, manages to get it back, but Waconia took a little too long to get back. They were rushing through the face-off scrum. Now they carry it into the corner. Good defense there by Mendel. Comes back to the blue line. Let's see if Moore can get this one free. Oh, she did. She won the puck race. When she poked it, it popped up into the Waconia bench.
She was going to make one more run at it. She didn't catch the whistle.
There was a little bit of confusion because the Waconia player rushed off weirdly in a hurry too, so I quick counted. I thought maybe they were worried they had too many men. I think players confused all the way around there.
It hit the bench, but it came back on so quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if they recognized.
Oh, maybe they didn't blow the whistle. Maybe the refs didn't catch it and the players did. Maybe that's what we weren't seeing there.
Okay.
Perry picks up speed coming through the defensive zone. She gets taken down again. Moore pokes it low. Jefferson going to change behind the play. Waconia breaks out. 3 fresh forwards out. Mendel's got that at the red line. She dumps it right back in. Stop behind the net, but DeVos gets there quickly. Waconia, though, eludes DeVos. Gets to the near side wall. Breakout attempt just misses. Stretch pass there. Lindman's going to get to that puck first. No, I checked to see if the ref was going to give her the icing.
Yeah.
Ref did not, so Lindman's is fine. I'll carry it out. Now she picks up speed. She gets across the red line. She's got DeVos with her. Loops down low. Tried to center it. Goalie stopped that centering pass with the stick. Now it gets to DeVos in front. She tries to get it over to First. First carries it behind the net, but she runs into traffic. Loses the puck. DeVos and First both back there. DeVos comes away with it. She carries it out. She got taken down. Again, no call. Waconia tries to get it deep, but Picked off by Mendel. Second attempt. Mendel again doesn't let it get down. Waconia in the midst of a change. If we look up ice, there we found it. Oh, and first didn't get a touch on it, so that's going to go for... No, they waved.
No icing. She did not touch that.
Refs are eager to get this game over, I guess.
They got some pucks for chuck a puck.
Maybe.
Let's
get on with the festivities.
Yeah.
Waconia enters the zone with speed. Good centering pass, but on the backhand. That's Moore. Drops down to help out, then comes back. Lob pass into the crease. Initial glove down by Jefferson, but Waconia did get a shot on net there. Now it comes back to the blue line. Parents unhappy with the lack of penalty calls here. Now Moore and Keith going to rush up ice. Good aggressive back check, though, by Waconia. They catch up. Moore's short angle shot. That easily sticks to behind the net. And Waconia is going to pick it up with steam. They get around Marshall. Feldman with a stick check. Ooh, another aggressive play here, physical on the near side wall. Marshall took the worst of that one. Comes to the blue line, but that's held in. Trying to get a shot on net. Good glove save there by Bjorklund. She'll hold. So with a little over 4 minutes left in period 2, we are still scoreless. Shots 12-7 in favor of Waconia. Jefferson just struggling to get going offensively here, Jay.
Yeah, only one opportunity, or only one penalty so far, one power play opportunity for Jefferson. And I think you kind of mentioned, like, first period went so smooth, maybe refs aren't really looking for that contact, but now we're starting to get it.
Oh, that shot, gloves down by Mendel in front. And then Mendel holds off a charging Waconia forward. I mean, I'm picking up, I think Jefferson has a speed advantage in this game, Jay. Like, we're seeing it on the back check. Jefferson's winning, like, the longer puck races. Maybe we try to complete a stretch pass here. We leak somebody out, throw it, like, into the neutral zone, see if we can't spring somebody for a breakaway. We've got fast forwards, of course. Good passing. Here comes Moore, tries to find Tyus. Tyus tries to chip it around. She gets tied up again. The stick's up in the grill for the teams here. Surprised that there's been only one penalty considering the level of physical play. Oh, and that shot. Mendel was sort of backing up. Waconia, number 7. This kind of stood out for me, Jay. I wonder if she's not dropped down.
Yeah.
Took that shot from close range off the crossbar and up into the netting. The closest scoring opportunity for Waconia so far.
7 is Sylvia Berger. She is listed as freshman on the JV team, but definitely
she's flashing some skills. The fact that I remember her number. Off the drop, Perry tries to poke it over the blue line, but it gets dumped back in. Cleared around by Schramm. It's going to come to Moore on the far side. Moore gets it clear. That hits some snow. That's going to slow it up. DeVos quickly ahead. Tries to turn it over. Moore gets it to DeVos. Man, Waconia just knocking the puck off of our stick every opportunity. Credit to their defense. Comes back to the blue line. Schramm shot. Hit a shin guard. Oh, and Moore with the rebound. Excellent glove save by the Waconia goaltender there. Moore had that corner picked and just reached out with the glove. Prevented it from going in. Turnover here. Perry's got it. She's got to make a quick decision, though. Has the puck knocked loose. DeVos is going to swing back to get it. They're at the end of a shift here, though. Tired. She thought she had Moore with her. Moore going for a change. Waconia tried the stretch pass, missed, and we'll get an icing.
Nice slowdown. Not too many whistles during the first or second period so far. These periods have been kind of moving along.
Flying by. Waconia, I mentioned it, Jay, just seems to be disrupting with poke checks and sticks. Any efforts Jefferson's making here to try to, like, complete passes into the middle. Off the draw, comes back to the blue line, but that gets by Lindman. Here's a puck race, and the aforementioned number 7's going to win that one. Comes down, tries to go upper corner, but shot that one over the net. Jefferson lucky to come away with that. Centering pass comes all the way through, back to the blue line. Good shot blocked by First. Now they go D to D. Towie forces them to dump it deep. Waconia trying to set up shop here. They're behind the net. Poke to Feldman. Feldman goes up the boards, but that's going to be out of the reach of First. Shot fake there. Centering pass, that's going to be picked off by Towie. Towie skates it up, gets it past the red line, pokes it around. She's got First with her. Oh, and the centering pass just hit a skate. Keith picks it up. Probably could have cut that to the middle. She goes behind the net. Looking to get it back to the blue line. Finds Feldman. Feldman back to Keith. Keith calling for that with Kurt Krenz's beaver tail slap move. 3 Jefferson players along the boards now. Keith on the ice. Waconia comes away with it. Moore gives chase. Forces Waconia to just dump it in. Feldman takes the body. Nice play by Feldman defensively there. Lindman, thought she had first cutting up ice, but first again at the end of a long shift. Her and Keith both running out of gas. Waconia, sharp shot. Good save. Moore picks that up, but she's going to lose that. It gets dumped in deep. Lindman and Feldman also been out there for quite a while. That centering pass at the side of the net. Finally, Bjorklund able to get a cover, and we'll get a change. A little bit holding on here the last minute, Jay.
Waconia's had a few good shots. Still a low shot count, right? 8 for Jefferson, 13 for Waconia. It's not something we normally see in these high school games.
Only 8 shots through. We got a minute 14 left in period 2. Waconia just really clamping down, not letting Jefferson get anything going. Now Allie brings that out of it. Hits a ton of snow. She's got Perry with her.
I think we need some shovelers out there at the commercial breaks.
We got a whistle here. I think they thought the net was off. Yeah, that just we're not getting breaks here. Moore plucked that free, had a 2-on-1 opportunity, but it had to plow through about 20 feet of snow just to get to the blue line. By that time, it slowed her up enough that Waconia got back. Minute left. Tyus wins that draw back. Schramm goes cross ice to Moore. Moore short angle shot. Goalie save.
Nice patience from Moore there to get the good clean shot. Got a couple steps in closer.
Marshall's shot hit a skate, knocked the defender off balance with it. And Waconia clears. Schramm's going to retrieve. Spins to her backhand, gets it ahead to Towie. Towie carries it in. Battles through a board check there. Now she's held. That's got to be interference or hooking something there, Jay. They're just letting them grasp with their sticks. Waconia back to the blue line. Marshall holds it in. DeVos, fresh off the bench, 15 seconds. That shot, I think that hit Towie.
Just trying to screen or tie up in front of the net there.
And we're getting traffic in front, just the pucks aren't getting through. 3 seconds left. Schramm's got to hustle. Shot on net and a save to end it. That should get us to 10 shots to at least double digits, but scoreless game so far, Jay. Where's the fireworks? Where's the excitement for the season-ending game?
Yeah. We got to run this points up. So we'll head to the locker room here, and coaches will give them some tips on what to do for the third period.
So as Jay alluded to, today is Hockey Fights Cancer Day.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a break here in the second period, but they'll be doing a chuck a puck during the JV game as well as the varsity game. For those of you watching at home, if you want to participate, like I said, go out to, I'm assuming even our Jefferson Jaguars Facebook page probably has information on it. Or
definitely list it, yeah, for sure. And at the intermission here, I'll maybe see if I can't find the website out in the lobby to broadcast.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a new assignment.
We got an assignment.
You can catch us on camera picking up pucks.
All right, hockey fans, we are getting ready for the start of the third period. Jay, you wanted to provide an update just on some new amenities that have been introduced here at Big.
Yeah, we've been fortunate with the remodel to get the locker rooms. We got those decorated a month ago or so with all the new graphics and everything. Teams are really happy with that. It turned out nice. But another big project that was going on perhaps longer than that, and our announcer and cameraman Kirk Krenz has been working on it, is the recognition wall for the players who have gone on to play after high school. And specifically for the girls, it's 40 names up there that went on to play D1 hockey, and 4 names that went on to play professional hockey, which most recently being the PWHL. So if you get a chance to come down to the rink, check that out. It's in the lobby. Every time I walk by, there's people staring at it, looking for names, and really taking it in. But they did a great job with that.
D1 and or D3 up for us.
D1 and D3, yep, for the girls. So the girls have both D1 and D3 hockey players, and then professional. And the boys, we said, had 70-some names. They went D1 only.
Over 70 on the Jefferson side.
On the Jefferson side, and also recognizing 20 for Kennedy, and even as far back as Lincoln. So if you know some history of Bloomington, I think you'll enjoy looking at that board.
All right, resetting where we are entering the final period of the final game of the 2025-2026 season. Jefferson tied 0-0, scoreless defensive battle here with Waconia. A low shot count, although a statistician for this game, John Woodford, says we probably underreported shots a bit on the official tracker. So maybe a little better than it looks, but so far nobody's broken through, Jay.
Yeah, often the case. Stats are subjective at this level, but bottom line is goals are accurate.
Ooh, and there's a takedown again, no whistle. Good shot, but Yorkland gobbles that up, and Schramm defending her goaltender there. We mentioned these refs letting them play. I think that was Perry trying to back check and basically got thrown down with a stick to create that 2-on-1. So we'll have a defensive zone draw after the 14th save by Bjorkman on the game. Tyus out to take that one. She ties up the opposing center, but the puck comes loose. Waconia player lost an edge. Schramm tries to get it to first. First tied up, though, on the wall, and it gets thrown back in. Mendel's going to pick that up behind the net. Tries to bank it. Gets it to Towie. Towie gets around. Comes down. All alone here. That shot, though, into the goalie's midsection, and then a quick whistle because the puck was still loose. Probably the best scoring opportunity from Jefferson in a while there. So now we will get an offensive zone draw. Good spring there. We talked that about, Jay, about leveraging the speed. There, Towie got by the pinch at the blue line, and then it was just a puck race that she won easily.
A little shot of energy there. Good opportunity.
Mendel tries to get it ahead to Towie. That went off of a couple of sticks, so no icing. Jefferson changing behind the play. Waconia almost turned it over there twice. And Schramm is going to pick that up. She enters the zone. Got a little out ahead of herself, but now she gets it back. Centering pass to Perry. Her shot attempt got broken up. And Waconia is going to ice that down. That one not on net. So we get another offensive zone draw. Jefferson a little more jump here in that last shift.
Good pressure when you see those icings like that out of kind of desperation. You get a break. It means we're putting good pressure on them.
We failed to mention, I see Janzik De La Luz over on the bench, Jay. For those of you watching at home, if you recall, she had a sort of a scary trip into the boards at a game earlier this season, has been out since then. It's good to see that she's back cheering on teammates, smiling on the bench for this last game. I'm hoping that's a sign that everything's doing well medical-wise. Close range shot there from Waconia. That hit traffic. DeVos is going to come away with it. She has that poked free. Perry's going to pick it up. She dumps it down deep. DeVos will get there first. She tries to get it back to Perry in front of the net. Moore gets it to Perry. Oh, and she has her stick held. Again, good defensive play from Waconia in front of the net, just preventing shots. Lindman has to chase all the way back behind her net. She's under pressure and turns it over. The Jefferson forwards in the midst of a change. But Lindman ends up picking it back up. She's like, I'll just take it myself.
Out there,
and gets it on net. Nice work by Lindman sticking with that. Now she forces a turnover. That shot, though, just wide. Towie behind the net, kicks it to Keith. Keith spins, looks cross ice. Finds Feldman. Feldman's shot, though, hit traffic. Comes back to Feldman. This time she just dumps it behind the net. Towie again going to give chase. She ties up the Waconia player in the corner. Lindman with an aggressive pinch. That one, though, gets poked loose. First back to help. Feldman's going to chase that one down. Waconia in the midst of a change. If Feldman's quick to look up, she's going to carry that through center ice. She had Towie with her. She pokes it ahead. Gets taken down hard. Towie trailing. Tries to pick up the loose puck. Keith bats it ahead. Towie is going to come away with it. She gets it to Perry. Perry with a laser, but high and wide from close range. She wants that shot back, I can guarantee it, Jay. Best shot she's had all game. High slot, unencumbered. Marshall picks that up. Smartly keeps it along the far side wall. Waconia number 7, we had mentioned a couple times. Marshall tries to bat it ahead. 7 picks that up. Somebody's got to pick her up here. She goes to the point. That shot does not get through. Moore trying to carry it out. She gets tied up. Pokes it. If that'll bounce over a stick, it does.
Marshall often plays with her hair down, which makes her very easy to pick out. But everyone's
throwing you off today.
Yeah, she puts the ponytail on, and I'm like, I can't pick her out.
Oh, excellent drop pass there by Mendel. Found Moore. Moore with a good shot, but a better save by the Waconia goaltender. Another good scoring opportunity. Jefferson humming a little bit now the last few minutes. Marshall goes cross ice to Mendel. Jefferson in the midst of a change. Mendel's got a ton of room. She's going to fire a shot, but that hit the defender's stick and went wide. She was looking for the pass there, Jay, but nobody was open, and Waconia was going to give her space, so took the shot on her own. Waconia spins through the neutral zone. Tyus chips that ahead. Waconia goes cross ice to nobody. Mendel picks it up. She's been out there for a stretch now. Tried to get it ahead to Towie. Aggressive forecheck by DeVos. Forces a turnover. Picked up by Schramm. Schramm's going to carry that into the zone. She takes a stick whack, but again, no call. Schramm tied up along the wall. Towie's going to step in to pick up that loose puck. She skates behind the net. She's got a little bit of room. Spinning, looking. Goes back to the blue line to Schramm. Schramm paused for a second. DeVos got a tip on it, but that was a crazy angle. Yeah, that popped straight up in the air. Slid one on net. The rebound attempt. Excellent save by the Waconia goaltender. Perry with another good scoring opportunity off the DeVos shot.
Perry's had a few good opportunities this game.
Feldman gets taken down. Waconia in the midst of a change. 3-on-1 opportunity. Good pass by Towie. And DeVos almost tucked that under the glove side arm.
Strong goaltending by Waconia.
The Waconia goaltender didn't know where that was for a sec there, Jay. You can see her looking.
Yep.
Oh. Strong start to the third period, though.
We broke ahead on shots.
Best scoring chances so far in period 3, all Bloomington. Off the draw, Moore wins it back to Schramm. Under pressure, does a good job getting that puck to the net. Ends up along the far side wall. Centering pass finds Waconia cutting up the middle. Feldman forces the puck to be dumped in. Centering attempt picked off by Schramm. Schramm finds Perry. Perry gets it to Keith. Keith gets it to Moore. Good passing here. Tic-tac-toe by Bloomington. Moore gets dispossessed of the puck and knocked flat. Pops back up, though. Keith tries to get it in front.
Moore seems to overskate her skates sometimes, but
I think they're, who are they taking here? Maybe that sure. When Moore got taken down, they called that. Yep, okay. Or maybe that was away because I thought Waconia touched it after that. But
something after behind the net, I think more is where that came from.
Either way, Jefferson will have their second power play of the game. If I'm not, that's only the second penalty overall, correct? Jay?
Second penalty, both against Waconia, and good opportunity for Bloomington here on a scoreless game, the third period.
Waconia succeeds in getting that across the blue line. So Jefferson will have to come out to the neutral zone here, try to re-enter the zone. Waconia wins that draw, dumps it all the way down. And an aggressive forecheck on Mendel, behind the net even. Mendel makes a move to free herself. Looks up ice, tries to make a stretch pass. Tyus up at the blue line, picks that up. She throws it deep. DeVos and Schramm over there. DeVos drops it back to Schramm. Schramm tried to get it to Moore in front. Now it comes back to Schramm. Oh, Schramm picked a corner there. Good shot by Schramm, but again, a better save by the Waconia goaltender.
Yep. Schramm, as we mentioned, hunting for that first goal of the season, and she might get it with 8 minutes left.
DeVos taking this draw, loses it back to Waconia, and they send it all the way down. Again, an aggressive forecheck. Oh, now Waconia peels off. They're going to stop in front of the net. Mendel back, rings the boards. That's a tough pass to handle, but DeVos is going to pick that up. She makes a move. She enters the zone. She's got Tyus with her. Her shot attempt hit a shin guard. She gets rubbed off in the corner. Moore there to help out. Gets it to Mendel. Mendel back to DeVos. DeVos is going to peel in front. Short angle shot wide of the post. Schramm was coming into the far side. So she picks up that loose puck. She's got a ton of space in the corner. Tries to get it to Moore. Moore's shot tipped up in the air. Tyus gloves it down. And then bounces around. Jefferson really carrying play here in period 3, Jay. We'll get 5 fresh power play players out. And this is the mixed bag lineup where the defense are playing forward, I think. So they got Keith back on the point with Lindman, it appears. Comes back to Keith. Keith patient, looking to set things up. She got First with her up top. Drops it to First. First swings wide, goes down to Keith. Keith patiently looking. She throws one on net. Had Towie in front. Towie lifts the Waconia player's stick. Allows Keith to peel it out. Another shot in front from Keith. Gobbled up. Had Towie there in case that puck dropped loose. 23 seconds left in the man advantage. Jefferson picking up the pace here shot-wise.
Yeah, we got and halfway through the third period, we have more shots on goal than we did in the whole first period. So it's happening.
Again, Waconia wins that draw, ices it all the way down. Jefferson time for maybe one more rush here. Lindman picks it up, swings around the net, gets it to Keith. Keith goes cross ice, finds Perry. Perry picks it up, but Waconia back with their D.
She's got Towie out front, she can get it to her.
Perry in the corner. She's patient with it. Waconia out of the box, back at full strength. Jefferson's got to be careful here. Puck thrown in front. Towie got a stick on it, went wide. Oh, and Keith overskated the puck there. We now still have First at the blue line, even though the power play's over. And I'm not sure who that penalty is going to be on. Oh, this looks like Towie doing the skate of shame.
Yep.
After that whistle blew. We'll see what the call is. Might be roughing. It was. It was.
And again, yep. No arguing there. She went straight to the box.
Now Waconia with their first power play of the game. Still a 0-0 tie. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. Each passing minute here getting more and more dangerous. First goal might be the last goal. Tyus succeeds in clearing it out thanks to some good defensive work by Marshall there. Feldman and Marshall got to be careful here. They're back on the blue line, and they got Waconia playing the cherry picker, the floater out here.
2 of them now out there deep.
The coach is yelling to try to get Marshall's attention to let her know that there's 2 back. But Tyus and Moore are doing a good job of just keeping it in the offensive zone. One of the downsides to having floaters out there. Waconia, I thought Waconia got a touch on that they're going to call the icing. Did you hear that? I thought they got a touch on it.
Well, I mean, Rupp was right there, so we'll take it.
We will. 4 fresh penalty kill out. This is an interesting approach here from Waconia. Really putting 2 players at the blue line, and our 2-man forecheck is not letting them get out of the zone.
Right.
Out there now is DeVos and Perry, and again Perry like blocks it.
Our power play.
Perry tied up with 2 Waconia players. The puck comes loose to DeVos. She's going to have a chance to wheel out in front. Oh,
We're
man, and
still
another
getting
good
shots.
scoring opportunity. Blocker save, and again, Perry blocks it. DeVos picks it up. Oh, but then she lost it on a poke check. Here comes Waconia the other way. Schramm and Mendo back there just watching their teammates get shots. Another good save by Bjorklund there. Schramm tied up, taken down. No call. Cleared out. Another 2 fresh penalty killers out. Now we got Keith in first. Keith breaks that up, gets it to first. First gets it back to Keith. Keith
Right
dumps
back
it down.
Good
Good
penalty
penalty
kill.
kill. Jinx.
Yeah.
30 seconds left. First again breaks up the rush. And another turnover hits.
Breaks it up.
And Waconia forced to just dump it deep. Schramm's going to get to that puck first. Tries to backhand it out and succeeds. That's going to come all the way down. That should effectively kill that off. That was an impressive penalty kill, Jay. Maybe we should get another penalty here.
We're looking close to a shorthanded goal there.
Schramm's going to get into it before this game's over, Jay. I feel like every time I look at her, she's getting smashed up against the boards and looking at the ref like, when are you going to call something here? She's going to take matters into her own hands at some point. Number 7, we've been talking about her for Waconia. Enters the zone with speed, drops it back to the blue line. They go D to D. That shot, glove save by
That got through a lot of traffic, but Bjorklund was able to pick it up.
Shots now 20-16 in favor of Bloomington. We are down to exactly 4 minutes left in the final game of the JV season and still a scoreless tie.
A lot of time left, but you were talking about the 5th tie of the season, and we're going to end
Yeah.
the year that way?
Giving the fans what they want, drama, Jay.
Yeah.
Puck ends up behind the net with Waconia. Now number 7 picks it up. Nobody's got her yet. She's looking for an outlet pass. Tries to go cross ice. She's going to clear the zone with that one. More immediately pressures. Forces a turnover. Tyus is going to pick that up. She enters the zone. All 3 Bloomington players in a line back there. Perry tries to get it to Moore. Moore has her stick tied up. She tries to get it to Tyus. Tyus also had her stick tied up. It's like the fencing club out in front of the net there tonight, Jay. Moore's got it. Trying to get it back to the blue line, but Waconia picks off the pass. They're content to just dump it in. They're going to go for a change. Lindman's got it. She goes behind the net. Tries to get up the boards, but turns it over. Ends up with Feldman and Moore. Moore gets that, chips it out to the neutral zone. Jefferson trying to get a change behind the play. They're going to have to hustle, though. Waconia enters the zone with numbers. Lindman forces them wide, gives the forwards a chance to get in position. But a Waconia player point-blank range in front. Another save by Bjorklund. Tries to peel out. Now DeVos is going to come away with it. She's going to have the outside. Let's see if she can get to the front. She got first with her. Good pass. First on her backhand. Did a good job to get on the forehand. Tried to just chip it in front. Waconia does a good job sort of hustling back to break up play. Feldman's going to have to hurry here. She's under pressure. She spins around. Gets it to first. First trying to get it to Towie. That hit traffic. Second attempt. Again held in. Waconia gets a shot. Thankfully wide. We're down to 2 minutes left. Towie gets it to DeVos. DeVos, though, loses it. Towie picks up the loose puck. Dumps it in. She's going to give chase. Players changing behind her. Trying to buy time. Perry's got it. She gets tied up in the corner. Centering pass looking for Keith. Towie tries to get it in front. Waconia doing a good job of just keeping it low, like out of the crease. Waconia's breakout. Had Marshall back there. She couldn't handle it. Schramm saw Keith, tried to find her cross ice. Just missed that by about a foot. So does either team call a timeout here? I look like both coaches waiting to see if the other one does them the favor.
Yeah. I don't know what adjustments he can make. It's just hold on.
Maybe
but,
just strategize on
yeah.
what you're trying to do.
The pressure that Jefferson's been putting in front of the net with the shots on goal just hasn't been rewarded yet.
Off the draw, that puck gets loose in front. Goes into the corner, centering pass picked off by Keith. Clearing attempt, that's going to get clear. Comes back into the Waconia end. Moore with a forecheck. Waconia throws it up ice. Nobody got a touch on it, but no icing. Schramm goes cross ice. Scott Marshall there, but Marshall has trouble handling that, picking it off the boards on her backhand. Keith's got it. She goes the opposite way. First trying to get there, can't. Waconia, we're in dangerous territory here down to the last minute. This line's been out there for a while. They can't get the clear. Put in front. Finally banked out. Jefferson going to go for a change. First on the forecheck to buy time. Stretch pass attempts by Waconia. Picked up at the blue line. Waconia dumps it ahead. Mendel's got it. She backhands it, but that hits first. First now trying to pick up some speed. Crosses the red line. Gets bumped off the puck. She dumps it in deep. We're under 30 seconds now. Waconia throws it back. Both teams kind of just playing it conservative here. Mendo looking for an outlet pass. Oh, dangerous. Trying to drop it to Marshall. Don't want to be doing that with 20 seconds left. Fortunately, she picks it up again. She's going to have a little bit of room. She's got 13 seconds left, though. She's going to have to get a shot off. She skates it all the way in. Looks behind the net, 7 seconds. Spins all the way around. Circles in front. And that shot attempt got it down low to Towie, went wide. So considering it's the last game, let's hope they agree to OT here. 5 minute, the coaches signal.
They're going.
Second straight OT game, Jay.
Yes, it is.
We can't end the season with a 5th tie. Pull the goalies right now. Let's go 6 on 6.
Yeah.
Empty netters.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we should go down to 4. We seem to be pretty good on the PK. We were dominating that.
NHL rules 3 on 3. Let's open this up a bit.
Oh, yeah. Yep. What a show. For those of us who paid our $9 to be in here, we got some extra, we got some extra action.
Bonus hockey. Yep. Worth every penny. So what do you think what is the strategy over here? Is KP telling the team, like, amp up the aggressiveness? Like, I'm assuming both teams at this point are like, you're going for the win, right? Like,
yeah,
win, lose, you don't really care. You're not playing for the tie, I would guess.
No, I would say play aggressive, right? Let the defense pinch and just shots on goal, 2 in front of the net all the time for 5 minutes if you can.
So we do switch ends for the OT, so it's the long change. 5 minutes shouldn't be too bad. I mean, but you still don't want to get trapped out in your zone for an extended stretch.
No.
They're going to have Keith take the opening draw here, flanked by Moore and Perry.
Opening lineup, right?
And Mendel and Schramm back on the blue line. Moore picks up that puck. She's got Keith with her. Moore trying to get behind the net, looking for a pass out front. Went off a skate. Ended up in the corner. Now Waconia breaks out, coming the other way. Gets a good bounce off a skate. Comes all the way back. Perry coming deep to get it. Oh, she gets taken down really hard. A quick whistle, justifiably so. Perry shaking up a little, but she's getting up. She's going to get helped back to the bench. A lot of that was just the speed. Like, Perry was hustling back, went slingshotting around the net. They're going to call that a tripping. Again, I don't think there was anything malicious in that. I think both players were just skating full speed as they tried to cut the corner, coming around the post. Perry looks all right on the bench now. Trainer just double checking on her, but she looks all right. Off the draw, Waconia wins it. Held in by Mendo with a quick glove, but then she loses it. Come out and cover that. Ooh, okay. Bjorklund just pokes to the side confidently. DeVos gets it up ahead. Little miscommunication at the blue line there. Oh, they let that go. Comes back. Now it gets to DeVos. She loses it, though. And Waconia is going to clear that all the way down. Jefferson is sort of running into themselves there a bit.
We're up against running time, so we don't want to be spending time chasing the puck.
Mendel gets it ahead to Schramm. Schramm, tried to poke it around the boards, but turned that over. And Waconia stretch pass up ahead, shorthanded to dangerous number 7. And number 7 manages to get around the D in a backhand attempt. Poked into the corner. Jefferson a little lackadaisical here, Jay.
It kind of fed it right to the Waconia player there in front of the net.
That pass misses. And they're going to call that an icing. Almost had it.
Oh, no.
So only 50 seconds left on the power play.
Yep.
Jefferson's got you said it's running time. Let's hurry with the line change here. A little bit confused as to who's going out. We only got 4 skaters out there right now, and the clock is ticking. Now down to 40 seconds. Keith ready to take the draw. Towie comes hustling on. Draw hits the ref's skates, of course. But Towie does a good job picking that up. Gets around the first defenseman. It's a puck race. She's got first with her in the middle. Tried to get it to her, but Waconia broke up the pass. Dropped back. Lindman's going to pick that up. She tries to get it in front. Gets poked behind the net. That clearing attempt, though, hit a skate. Old broken free. Going to be a puck race here. Keith's got to hustle. Ends up behind the net. Waconia tried to center it. Got broken up. Feldman's clearing attempt. Ooh, ahead. Towie cheating out ahead. A turnover there. Picked up by first, and she has it poke checked off of her stick. Both teams running out of gas a little bit here, Jay, after a full game. Feldman loses it. Lindman picks it up. Uses Tyus as a screen. Feldman on the aggressive forecheck, but Waconia in the midst of a change. Tyus with an aggressive back check. Good centering pass. And good hustle by Perry there to deflect that shot high over the net.
Yeah.
We are under a minute 30.
We need to use this kind of reset time here and really get something organized. It's kind of just been passing around and bouncing off each other.
Off the draw. Moore trying to hack that loose in the zone. Schramm gets it. She goes D to Lindman. Lindman looks up ice, dangerous pass to Tyus. Tyus tried to clear it. Held in. We're down to a minute left. Goes D to Schramm. Schramm's going to find Moore. Went off Moore's skate. Tyus gets it out. Moore pokes it ahead. Perry out there. We're under a minute now. Waconia looking for a breakout pass. They get a tip on it. No icing, but Schramm's going to easily get to that puck first. She's going to swing behind the net. She makes a move. Gets around the first defender. Schramm coming up ice. Going to have Moore with her. Does a stop there, takes one of the Waconia players out. Moore ends up in the corner. She's still got it, though. Looking for a pass. Tried to get it to first. Waconia clears it all the way down. 25 seconds left. Going to be a puck race. Waconia gets to it first. Ooh, Tyus on the back check, and that puck bounces on net.
Bouncing puck there.
This might be the end of the game. We're 15 seconds running. Jefferson now hustling out to the face-off circle.
We're not.
Only 5 seconds left. The puck's dropped. It's going to be tied up, dumped out into the corner, and we end with our 5th tie of the game of the season, Jay.
Oh my goodness.
So your Jefferson JV squad finishes 10-10-5.
So both teams will be able to do shutout social media posts for the goalies. I mean, that's good.
That is. And hey, we probably should credit to both goaltenders here. That was 39 shots total, and many of them, especially in the third period, good scoring opportunities. Mm-hmm. We're probably underselling the number of shots, Jay.
Right. Oh, we got a John Woodford official here.
20. He's crediting Jefferson with 26, and like a good homer, he still only credits Waconia with the 18 showing on the board.
Good. Yeah.
That's a hometown scorekeeper there. Thanks, John Woodford. So, again, just to remind everybody, it's Hockey Fights Cancer Day. We're going to have a break here between the JV and the varsity games. For those of you who have tuned in for the JV games all season, thank you for being a loyal fan and follower and supporter of your daughter, niece, granddaughter, friend, neighbor, whatever it might be. Mm-hmm. We will bring you the varsity broadcast here in about a half an hour. And then a playoff game for varsity at some point. We don't know date, time yet of that.
I don't know where everybody logs in from, but I know we've had Puerto Rico. We get West Coast, Seattle area. We get Chicago. So, yeah, it's been good to bring it to everybody.
All right. Well, for Jason, Kurt, John, and myself, thank you for joining us for JV games in this 2025-2026 season. Half of us should be back next year. We graduate a couple of senior kids and senior parents.
Mm-hmm. Big thanks to John Rash and Kurt Krenz, who kind of really got this broadcast started. I picked up last year.
Just for the last. But yeah, they were part of the original crew. Been doing it a long time. Mm-hmm. To be honest, we both know they're going to come back and broadcast a game or two next year. They still live here.
Yep.
They'll both be empty nesters. They got nothing better to do. They'll be here.
Yep.
But good to call out the appreciation. So we will sign off for the JV game here and look for the varsity game to start in about a half an hour.